Welcome back to the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. We're brought to you by Pelican, built tough for all situations. Go to pelican.com. Yak Gadget, for all your fine kayak fishing accessory needs. Go to yakgadget.com. Eastport Marina, on the beautiful shores of Dale Hollow Lake, for all your lodging, kayaking, and fishing needs. Go to eastport.info. Now let's get this show started.
What is going on, everybody live?
What's happening? Woo!
The OG, Brian Schiller, live from the Indianapolis Boat Show.
No, it's the Joella's Hot Chicken parking lot.
Oh.
But the boat show's down the street, so
I like hot chicken, like Nashville hot chicken kind of deal.
Yeah. I guess I was told it's like a little hot chicken place from Nashville, and then they put one up here in Indy. So it was pretty good. Chicken sandwich, 2 thumbs up.
Cool. Very good.
The mac and cheese was a bomb, though. Mac and cheese is where it's at, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm down with the mac and cheese. All right. So here talking about kayak fishing again, obviously on all of our shows, but specifically the fantasy fishing is a fantasy show because we have 2 tournaments coming up. And so we usually do the show every other week. And this weekend we have the KBF on Lake Murray.
Murray,
yeah. I had an uncle named Murray, like last name. So I think, I don't know. I got some Murray in, I guess. And then next week we have the Bassmaster Kayak Classic. What's the 2022 Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship, not the Kayak Classic, on Richard B. Russell Lake in Anderson, South Carolina. So one down from Lake Norman, I think. So, yeah, pretty. A lake I never heard of, but one that, it looks good. There's a lot of, I'm sure it's a spot-heavy lake and a lot of clear, deep water down at the end, then a lot of creek arms where, at least on Google Earth, it looked like some largemouth kind of water. So, yeah, it should be a pretty good place to fish, even though it's not, not nationally known, I guess.
Yeah, it should be interesting, man. I like that, though. There's been a lot of talk in the kayak fishing tournament world. Like, we always go to all these specific, well-known lakes. Like, let's try something different. I'll hand it to Bass, man. They're doing something different. So,
yeah.
And it could be one of those lakes where guys go out and just crush it, and then everybody wants to fish this Russell Lake,
Yeah. I guess they had to have it. It seems like all year they're kind of going to places that they normally go, but I guess for this they wanted to have it on a separate body of water than Norman, for the deal. But
right.
Yeah, it should be good. And this weekend, Murray, I mean, I've seen people, a lot of giants. It looks like it's fishing really good. Or I know here it's right at the pre-spawn, not quite spawn yet, but it's it's getting there. So I'm sure it's pretty close to the same there if I had to guess.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a bunch of guys posting pictures, and I see them all in like shorts and sandals, and I'm like over here all bundled up, freezing, and I'm like, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
I saw Sam Jones last weekend at the boat show, and I know he's down there fishing, and he's been catching some good ones, and numerous other people, have been posting up that they're on fish, they're catching fish. So it should make for an interesting event, not like what we've had recently where it's like weather's been tough and a limit's hard to come by. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
yep. So it should be good. But right now all the picks are still open, so it's not too late, and it's still the first quarter. If you go to paddle the letter N and fin.com. And then if you up at the top, you can click on Fantasy Kayak, and that gets you to Fantasizer. If you haven't done it before, it's still fine. You can still sign up. You can start this week because it's separated by, there's going to be overall winners for the whole year and then winners per quarter. Right now we're still in the first quarter. That has, let me see how much longer this quarter has. It ends on March 9th. March 19th with the BASS on the Harris chain. So just a little bit longer. So it'd be a good time to still get in it figure out how it's going in the second quarter. If you haven't done it yet, hit it hard so you know what you're doing. But yeah, if you haven't done it so far, it's still okay. But let's we have some guys right now who are actually absolutely killing it. We got first is Ryan. It's funny, both these guys. Ryan Crum, he's killing everybody by like 9,000 points. He's got 54,688, and he's a River Region guy just here in Alabama, like one club down. They have a tournament tomorrow. So he's beating everybody right now. Red Heron Fishing, that's a Lance Coley on my Kayak Fishing League team. He's got 45,383. 4 left. I don't know who that is, but he's got 42,000. Ian K. I don't know. In Needs to Fish. I'm from Mississippi, man. I can't read. 34,000. Underhogs in 5th with 31,000. Then I'm in 6th place. So I've even got people beating me.
I've been bombing. There was a week I forgot to switch my lineup, and I don't know. I think I'm in like 101st place or something like that. I don't know. Something bad. It's not good.
That's it. Yeah, that's all right. That's the thing. You'll have next quarter. That's the thing, though. You really have to keep up with it, like to do it every week and pay attention. And that's always tough. Luckily, it does email everybody. So if you put in your email address, it'll email you to. And that's nice because I know it saved me at least 1 week. So.
It saved me this week. I was like, oh, crap, because last week was the week I forgot to change my lineup for the California events. And then I got the email this week. I was like, oh, I got to do that. So I got it done. So, what's Dan's hot picks for the week?
My picks of the weeks. Pick of the week. I do have a couple here. This one's tough.
It is.
It's everyone. There's so many people fishing this event. And this one's tough because some people who are some of the best aren't in the pro series, which I usually try to. So there's a day 1, a day 2 of the trail series, and there's pro series day 1 and 2. So it's kind of, if you really want to pick somebody that's in the pro series, and so here are my picks.
That extra cash.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Ryan Nye, he's 5,000. I'll start with the 5,000s. Ryan Nye, Ryan Makowitz, I think that's how you say it. Mark Edwards, which he should be much more expensive than that. Kind of I'll say my lock of the week. My lock. I don't know. I need to have something else for that. Dan's lock of the week. Yeah, Barry Davis. He's from he lives there in South Carolina, I believe, and he's 5,000. That's a crazy good pickup. Dylan Fuqua, year before last, he was on fire, 10 guy at the 10 house, and now he's only 5,000 because I don't know what he was doing last year, but he wasn't fishing. So he's a young guy chasing them ladies. Rick Garvalantula, I always say that wrong. I've had him on the reel down before. He's great, 9,800. And kind of the high money pick I would pick because he is fishing all 3 is Josh Stewart. So he's always good.
Yeah, I definitely picked Dylan and Barry Davis, and then I believe I got Kurt Smits.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people double dipping, fishing both weeks down there. They're just doing a 2-week trip down to the Carolinas.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of people are on both trails, but it's like 180 people. So whenever you get one that big, these guys are so good. It sounds obnoxious a little bit, like having some picks, but these are just people that I think are some. Because all of them so good, but I think some of these guys just are good value.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can't look at Barry Davis and Dylan Fuquan and all them other guys. I said you can't look at them and say, well, that's not a good value because they've done so well in the past.
For sure.
Yeah. And then for week 2 for the Bassmaster Kayak Classic, I have Lance Burris, which is ridiculous that guy's only 5,000. He's one of the best anglers in the country. Now, Barry Davis, again, another 5,000 pick. Going to be in South Carolina. That's
no-brainer.
That's North Carolina. Yeah, but still right down the road.
Right.
Brad Golden, a Tennessee guy, and it was really interesting because the Bassmaster Kayak Classic, there was a lot of local people. People had just won their local trails, so it's not necessarily national level guys. So so there's a lot of names that you don't necessarily know, but they might be the best anglers in their state, and they just don't travel. But they won that state tournament, their Bassmaster state tournament, and they're going to. This is their
Getting
one
qualified through
national
that.
triple D. Yeah,
Right.
the one big tournament of the year. So some of these guys, I would, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be somebody who's going to win. That's going to be just somebody you don't know, but everybody in that state knows. Like some dude from Iowa is the best in Iowa. He's going to go there and kill it, you know.
Right.
Yeah. And then, so I said Brad Golden, Joe McElroy, another guy on my KFL team. I'd love to see him do good again. Last year, he donated all that money to Save JT. You can look that up, savejt.com. They're still accepting donations. Drew Gregory, our guy here at Paddle and Fin, $24,000. That's super expensive, but he is so consistent at national level events.
Absolutely.
He knows how to fish on the big stage. So even though it's a lot of money, you know, he's done, I think he could tell you the numbers, but I think almost every year he top 10s in the KBF National Championship.
Yeah.
So yeah, that guy knows how to fish under pressure. If anybody else kayak fishing, I would say he's the number one guy who is the most consistent under the most pressure on the biggest stage.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Another steal is for $10,900. You can get Mike Iconelli. So, yeah, $11,000 for Iconelli. That's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he's going to fish it, I think he really wants to win. I would say the only negative for him is, I'm sure there's no off limit. Is there? Yeah, Bass does have an off limits now for fishing. But with the Bassmaster Expo and all that, he's probably got a lot of, commitments with sponsors. So I guess that would, he's got to make his money. So I'm not sure how much he's going to get to practice. But if you're not picking Ike for $11,000, you're
out of your mind. Is he signed up already?
Yeah, his name was on there.
All right.
Yeah. All right. At Bass, that's the thing about Bass. Even though it's usually hard to pick people a week away because kayak guys are so bad about signing up early. Even though Hobie's sold out, so now you can tell. But Bass makes you sign up a week early, so everybody that's in there should be in there now.
Iconelli will be on my list. I guarantee that.
Yeah. And then last but not least, just because it's a clear water, not too far from his house, up in Virginia, I could see Casey Reid with the, forward-facing sonar and 3D. Like this could really be his jam too. He likes to fish out deep. I could see this being pre-spawn where they're setting up on hard spots before they move in back into the flats. I could see this really setting up perfect for Casey. So good luck to him. He's such a great guy. All these guys are, but
it should make for an interesting event, man. And Casey's fishing this weekend too for the KBF event, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It seems like a majority of the people are double dipping this week, doing that 2-week swing.
Nice.
Man, I wish I had vacation time like that. It's tough.
It's hard, man. It's hard to pick and choose what events you want to do and then balance in a family vacation and all that stuff, dude. So kudos to those guys who figured it out.
This year I negotiated up to 20 days, but I'm having some little surgery, so that's a few days, and then 2 weeks we're going to Disney, so that's 5 days. So there's 8 days I've already lost. It's tough,
right. Hey man, but Splash Mountain, Disney.
That's right. Dude, y'all used to call me Spreadsheet Dan. You should see the spreadsheets I got for Disney. Just trying to figure out with all these rides and stuff. It's so. I'm not trying to get into a whole Disney thing, but it is insane. I went there whenever I was a kid. My wife never went. My son's only 5. He's never been. But it is so hard. They have these lightning lanes and the Genie Plus, and it is so crazy. You have to have an actual strategy, fishing, going in there so exactly what you want to do, what rides, what times. It's in the money.
You're pre-fishing Disney with that spreadsheet, bro. I like it.
Dude, I'm Google, or I have literally Google Earth Disney. That is what, like, not only on the Disney map, but actual Google Earth. I have Google Earth Disney. Just trying to see where stuff's at. So,
oh, that's great. That's
no fishing. Hey, what's going on, John? No fishing, but I have absolutely been all over. Google Earth for Disney. It's
nice.
Nice. Dadding it up. But yeah, going to be 2 good weeks. Everybody get signed up for Kayak Fantasy Fishing. If you, like we said, if you haven't done already, you can still get in with that second quarter.
Yeah, and I think Broken Bow at Hobie is still got a couple spots empty. It sounds like it's close to being sold out, but I think they got like 180 last I heard.
Yeah, let me look.
Before I left the boat show, somebody checked. So, but congrats to Hobie selling out events.
Right now, it is 190. So
okay, they got 10 spots. Yeah. It's been great to see, man. I know we had a group chat conversation about it today. You know, all the trails have been good. Yeah, all the trails though have been getting great numbers. Like KBF's 185, Hobie selling out 200. Would they have 158 at Kissimmee for KBF? The Bass on Fork, how many people were in that? It was over 100, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was well over 100.
It's awesome, man. It's good to see all the tournaments thriving, you know, across the board for sure.
I mean, we don't have to get into a whole trail discussion, but I really think this is the point where there's going to have to be like a upper echelon trail.
Sure.
I know
sure.
KBF's trying to do that with the Pro Series, and they're taking a few years to spread it out further before, you know, more and more, but there has to be one.
Yep. Yeah, whether it's Bass, whether it's Hobie doing a whole nother series, or it's just the KBF building up their Pro Series. You know, across the board, I think either way, it's going to be great. I mean, you look at it, you got MLF, Bassmaster Elite, you know, the Toyota Pro Series, right? Like, I mean, they got that in the big boat
NPFL,
world. Yeah, NPFL. You know, we could have the same thing in kayak fishing. It's cool, man. It's just great to see the numbers way up, you know what I mean, on all the events. So I just hope it holds through the rest of the season. You know, all the events do really well. It's just great. It's good to see a lot of people getting into the tournament scene and giving us more opportunity to talk about those folks on shows like this, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like we've been talking about for so many years, you know, grow the sport.
Yep.
We know it's growing so fast, and it's like, it feels like it's kind of like it's at least the first step of it being here. It's here.
Yep.
Now.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah,
totally
crazy.
Agree.
The next step will be the higher level trail, and you know, people. Yeah, so it's crazy what's happening though.
For sure.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody watching, and get signed up for Fantasy, and listen to all the other shows. OG show on Thursdays, Reel Down on Wednesdays. So yeah, y'all have a great night, great weekend. Be safe, and get you some of that hot chicken, Brian.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Be good, everybody.
We'll see you, buddy.
You gotta say it. You gotta do it.
Tight lines, smooth paddling. Peace.
Later. I didn't hit the button. I'm trying to find it. All right, we're out. Later.
Thanks for tuning in to another killer episode here on Paddle and Fin. Be sure to drop a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or smash that subscribe button on any platform you're listening in on. Be sure to check us out on Waypoint TV, waypointtv.com. Make sure you sign up for the Fantasy Kayak Fishing League at paddleandfin.com/fantasy. You can support this show through Patreon, patreon.com/paddleandfin. Don't forget to check out the website, paddleandfin.com. Catch us on YouTube. If you got a question, comment, or want to see a future guest on the show, be sure to email us at paddleandfin@gmail.com. Shout out to our show supporters, Yak Gadget. You can check out all the fine kayak accessories at yakgadget.com. Pelican Professional. For all your cases, coolers, and lighting needs, go to pelican.com. Rocktown Adventures, your Midwest premier paddle sports destination. Go to rocktownadventures.com. Eastport Marina, the beautiful destination on Dale Hollow Lake. If you're looking for lodging, kayaks, kayak accessories, or anything fishing related on the beautiful Dale Hollow Lake, go to eastport.info. And Jigmasters Jigs. When in doubt, get the jig out. Go to jigmasters.com and fill your tackle boxes today.